Good morning, everybody.
Morning.
Good morning.
Welcome to Conscious Life Collective. My name is Julia Birnatsky. I am the co-founder of Conscious Life Collective and the founder of Untamed Hearts.
Good morning, everybody. My name is Mickey Preventure, and I am also a co-founder of Conscious Life Collective with Julia. And today we are bringing you something very special. You've noticed that we have a series on Sundays at 12 o'clock noon, and we bring you our spiritual and Kabbalah teacher, Michael Ocher, who is going to talk to us about the consciousness and the energy of the week connection. And, we think that being connected to the energy of the week and knowing what is happening in the cosmos will help us to really align our energies and to make conscious decisions and be aware to make the best decisions in our personal lives and in our communities and in our businesses and in the world during this upcoming week. So, looking at how you can be personally connected and aligned with that energy and guided by the energy that is available in the universe. And most importantly, making those best choices for the upcoming week. So, Julia, take it away. Unmute yourself, dear.
I get so excited that I forget to unmute myself every time. It just tells you how much I love this process and how much present I am to what's going on and forget about the mic. So very interesting times we're in on many different levels. And I think that at least I've been feeling the energy. It's intense. It's not bad or good. It's just intense. There's a lot that could happen with this energy. We can ride the wave to the positive, and let's just leave it at that. Let's ride that wave to the positive. And it's a really great time, I think, to explore and expose our limiting beliefs so that they are not controlling us. So we're not ashamed of them. So we're not hiding them. So that our fears are not becoming our reality, that we can make friends with our fears, because by exposing them or by talking to them, we can easily make a choice. And so removing the limitations and riding the wave of intense energy so that we can bring more of a positive is what I would love us to talk about. And Michael, I know that there's so much more to say in the space of the energy of this week.
Yeah. It's hi everyone. Good morning. Thank you, Yulia. Thank you, Mickey. So very, very special, very powerful week we have in front of us. It's amazing to be here also. Sunday, we get to start and kind of plant this amazing seed to our week. So we're more conscious, more aware of what's going on. And what do we have a lot this week. To be honest, we started the new moon of Leo. It's the new month of Leo. Leo is the king. It's the sun. It's the ultimate powerful sign. It's a sign of the zodiac that's a royal, that's regal, that's kind of noble. They love to be center stage. It's a very dramatic sign. They're very artistic. They can be dramatic. They can be loud and roar like lions. And like you mentioned, they're actually very connected people. They have a lot of energy. And what tends to happen reactively in this month is that we become a little bit more focused on we don't have to, obviously, but we could get focused on other people's limitations and reactivity. And because it's so, there's so much energy right now, it can be very, very, it will require effort to process it and to be more proactive and to be more calm and to be more centered and in your space during this time. And one of the most important things always in spirituality is whenever I see something that irritates, that triggers me in another person, I always want to look inside and see how is it connected to me. Am I portraying any of those traits that I see in other people? And that's the ultimate rule of spirituality. This is what ultimately spirituality is that you are on a journey of growth. You're not just here to look out, but you're also here to look within and see what's happening inside of you. And it's funny because our eyes always look outside of ourselves. So it's a process. And it's a journey to look within. It's not our nature. It's not taught in our schools. It's not taught by society so much. It's becoming more and more relevant, of course, but it's not the primary reason of why you're here in this world. And actually, when we look at life and our being here from a Kabbalistic perspective, it's all about looking within. It's all about your spiritual, your internal growth. How are you becoming a better person? How are you observing the things that are happening around you and taking it with more ease and peace, and not taking it with harshness and extremity? And actually, today is a very, very, very special day for Kabbalists. It's the day of elevation of one of the most and biggest Kabbalists that we know that ever lived, and his name was Rabbi Yitzhak Luria the Ari, who was an incredible soul, an incredible human being, and he still is. And the significance of this day today, the 5th day of the month, is that he's actually much more present with us here right now. He's here to help us. He's here to guide us. He's here to assist us. And all it requires is our asking of it, our asking his light, his soul, to guide us in our process. And I actually, if you don't mind, I actually wanted to read something that I shared yesterday on a stream we had in the Kabbalah Center to connect to his energy. And I really, just to give an idea of his ability and his connection to the Creator. So just a short part, not everything, but just a short from his student. One of his main students, his name was Rabbi Chaim Vital also. He was a great Kabbalist, and this is what he wrote about his teacher. The Ari overflowed with wisdom. He was an expert in every single area and field that existed. He was an expert in all spiritual writings. He knew them by heart, back and forth. He was an expert in language of trees, the language of birds, the speech of angels. He could read faces in a matter outlined in the Holy Zohar. He could discern all that an individual has done and could see what they would do in the future. He could read people's thoughts, often before the thought even entered their mind. He knew future events, was aware of everything happening here on earth and what was decreed in the upper worlds. He knew the mysteries of reincarnations, who had been born previously and who was here for the first time. He could look at a person and tell him how he was connected to the supernal and the first man, Adam. He could read wondrous things about people in the light of a candle or in the flame of a fire. With his eyes, he gazed, and he was able to see the souls of the righteous, both those who had passed recently and those who lived in ancient times. With this, he studied the true mysteries. By a person's scent, he was able to know all that he had done, an ability outlined to the holy Yanuka, child, in the Zohar. It was as if all these mysteries were lying in his chest, waiting to activate it whenever he wanted to. He would love to seclude himself to seek them out also. And all this, Rabbi Chaim Vital says that he was able to do on his own without use of any, crafts or negative energy. He was able to do this because of his connection to the Creator. And he constantly worked on himself, on his piety, on his purity, on his holiness, and reached a level where even angels came to him and communicated with him one-on-one. Even Elijah the prophet would communicate with him one-on-one at any time that he wanted to. So this is an amazing day that this person, this soul, is actually here with us. And the way you connect to him is just through your meditation, through asking him, Rabbi Yitzhak Luria Ve'ari, coming to us and assisting us in our spiritual process. And he was, the incredible ability that he had is he was able to see. He had such an amazing ability to see, to sense, to understand, to connect. He was completely something out of this world. And it says that souls like him come once in like 500 years, probably only. So, and he's here with us today, and we have the merit of knowing that and connecting to that, and receiving the assistance from him. And like you mentioned, it's also a time very intensity, meaning we're going to something very root level, very deep, very something deep in our psyche, in our subconscious, that could be blocking us because of this month, because of this energy of Leo. And the energy of Leo is very connected to the light. It's the sun. It's the ultimate provider of light in our world. And also spiritually, there's a lot of light available. And Kabbalistically, the biggest blockage or separation that could exist between us and the Creator is the energy and the consciousness of resentment and hate that we can possess. And this is the ultimate blockage. And, you know, in spirituality, you always focus on the good mostly, and you kind of, it's a taboo to talk about the negativity and the, you know, the hatred or resentment that I might have or that anyone might have. And if you want the truth, we need to understand that it's not a real thing. The more we hide from it, the more we, shy away from something and avoid it, the more energy we're giving it, actually. We actually want to confront things on the way they are, on the truth. We want to see the truth. And if I have any feelings of regret or resentment about any person, any event, about myself or the universe altogether, or an event in my life, it's only going to block me from more fulfillment. So we don't want to fool ourselves. We want to be honest. We want to ask the Hari, the energy available, who's basically a channel, a tool to connect to the light, stronger and stronger. And to ask him to guide us and remind us, is there any place in my heart, in myself, is there any person, is there any event, is there any situation that I still didn't let go of, that I still hold on to and label as a horrendous event in my life? Did I fully let it go? Did I fully transform all that negativity that I had? And did I totally turn it into unconditional love? That's the ultimate energy of the Creator. So where am I standing? Where am I in this process? Am I fully in the process of flow, which is flowing with the events, and of course directing them in the way that I want to, but being more in a state of flow, or in my state of holding something harsh, kind of? So, you know, resentment, it's not something pleasant that we necessarily want to talk about, or, you know, that usually we don't address it so much, but actually it is something that we do want to address. You don't want to avoid it. You want to remember the times where you might have gotten hurt. You remember the times where you considered, wow, this is really not fair. Wow, this person really did me wrong. I think they could have done better. This person was not acting in the best way. I was not acting in the best way. So all these emotions are going to be coming up right now. And every time you experience a difficulty, it's just for you a sign to look within and see, okay, what event causing me to feel this way about this? So it's very introspective time. It's a beautiful, lesson about also the letters. I think we shared them last week, the letter Tet, right? The one that looks into itself, which is the letter that created the sign of Leo. And it's this amazing ability connecting to the secrets that are lying within us, and that we don't want to keep them as secrets. We want to let them go. We don't want to kind of keep them inside of me and make an idol out of it, that this is, this I'm never going to change. I want to be in a state where I accept and I understand the reason why everything came into my life. This is the ultimate state of connection, is when I'm able to understand the big picture in my life. When I'm able to understand every event, the true real reason of why it came to me. This is the ultimate purpose of Kabbalah, is that when you're studying it, you're coming to a place when you're able to understand why these events happened in my life. I understand the cause and effect, the big picture. I understand the interconnectedness of everything that exists. So that's one of the main things that's really going to be relevant this week, today and this whole week.
It's amazing that we have the support of this soul that is so close to us right now that we can ask for support. And I wanted to also add that when we conceal these feelings, whatever they are, like the hatred or towards other people or ourselves, sometimes we, right? Because I think it's one of the most important thing to have kindness and compassion towards yourself.
100%.
So that you can extend it to other people. So we need to, like Michael started the conversation with start within. This is a place to go within. Whatever negative emotions we might have towards other people, it means that chances are we're experiencing it towards ourselves, and it becomes a jail. That's what I wanted to say. It becomes like a jail, like you are going to start, you are in a cage and you go there so that nobody knows.
Yeah.
And it becomes concealment from other people so that we look good. So because Leo is like energy of Leo is to look good, right? So especially now we want to look good. We don't want somebody else to say, "Ooh, there's a lot of stuff going on there." So removing that possibility is exposing it first. Like just being out with it, treating yourself as a child who is learning every step of the way. And yes, I messed up, or yes, I did that, or yes, I do feel this. Let's talk about this. Let's bring it out, and let's ask the universe, let's ask the souls who we're connecting to, let's ask our angels to assist us with it, because life itself is that journey. It's for that reason. It's not to be perfect. It's for that reason that we can go through all the messiness of it. And this is a great opportunity to embrace our messiness, expose the messy stuff and all the imperfections, and grow from it, right?
Yeah, exactly. If you ultimately believe that there is this force of positivity in the world, that there is this ultimate force of creation, the creator, the universe, whatever you want to call it, it doesn't have a name. It's a completely endless entity, endless being, endless energy. It's not a being even, it's a force. So if you believe that this is what created us and it's all for the good, then every single event that happened to us must be for the good. Everything that we possess must be for the good. Everything that happens must be for the good. Our job is kind of to find the creator, to find the light. It's like kind of playing hide and seek, you know, that it's like, oh, that situation, that seems not the best. But actually, there is also positivity in that. There is a lesson in that. There is something that you can grow from that. And also this week is marks, this letter Tet. It's very interesting. It's the letter Tet. It's connecting us to number 9. It's connecting us to Kabbalistic Sphira of Yisod. It's one of my colleagues, one of our teachers shared very interesting that also every sentence in our writings, that on the ninth sentence also has a very tremendous secret in it always. So this letter is very powerful, very, very significant. And also the 9th day of this month for Kabbalists is a very important day. It's a day, it's called Tisha B'Av, which means just 9th day of the month of Av. And usually, historically, a lot of negative things happen in this day. And that's why it's to give you a background story. It says that, every single day is kind of owned by an angel, right? We know that every single hour, every single minute of every single different day is owned by a different angel, and a different angel governs it. And what's interesting is the 9th day, as of now, belongs to our opponent, our reactive system, the negative angel, the one that kind of makes you He's in Kabbalah, we know him as the opponent, but also he's the one that helps you grow, because without opposition, without something, a force coming kind of against you, you won't be able to grow as much. So he plays a double role. On one side, it looks, on a superficial level, it looks like he's here to harm us, but actually on a deeper level, he's actually to make you your best version of yourself. And on the 9th day, it says that he owns this day from sunset until, from sunset on Wednesday till sunset on Thursday. It belongs to him. It's his day. And it's very interesting that actually it says when humanity will reach a level where their consciousness is totally transformed and completely connected to the Creator, and our spiritual job and evolution is complete and done, that's actually the day when all chaos, all pain and suffering will be removed from this world. That's the ultimate dream of Kabbalists and what we're working towards. And on that day, it says that complete transformation will occur. And it's kind of a day when we're shown, okay, so where are you spiritually? Are you starting to connect? Are you getting closer to the light? Or is your opponent having so much ownership over you? Like, where are you at that moment? And it's a very special day. It's a day actually when we practice a complete fast, meaning we keep a dry fast from sunset till sunset, a 25-hour full dry fast. Obviously, if it's too difficult, try to do as much as you can, maybe just water, or you need to feel it out how it is. But we're basically completely trying to go over and take complete control over our reactivity, that the owner of our life is not our reactive behavior, but our conscious self, that I can control my consciousness, that I am able to take a step back, look at myself, look at my life, and look at everything that's going on, and not be so present, not be so much taking part in it, but more of an observer. So Leos have this ability. That means we all are going to have this ability this month. But they love to be more of an actor in their life. That's why they love to be dramatic. That's why they love to be so loud and so clear and so, grabbing attention and letting everyone know how they feel and what's going on and what they think, etc. Because that's their superficial side. The deeper side is actually they're able to observe and look at things from a side better than maybe any other side. It doesn't really depend on signs, but this energy, this month is giving you that ability to kind of look within so much more, because it's totally counterintuitive this month. It's totally against your nature to look within. This month, you want to look at the superficial, right? Like you said, you want to look good. They love looking good. They love presenting, which is great. Use that. That's a great trait. But also don't forget that the ultimate reason why you're here is to develop this ability to take a step back and observe your life from the side.
Yes, and also just to remind us that Leo has these amazing qualities like a huge heart, kindness, compassion, courage. So we can employ all these qualities right now. So we need to call them forth and use them when whatever is happening. So instead of the reactivity, we can employ this courage, that bravery. Like, they're so brave. They're gonna go fight for you. They're gonna go save you. They're gonna save you. That's it. Leo's got your back. And so and to look within, to be vulnerable, but also to open your huge heart and be kind to other people. Leos are so good at it. So each one of us has that this month. Each one of us has this beautiful gift of the the people with the large hearts, with the large consciousness, not the smallness of it, but extend it to everybody. Like, don't hold it back. It really, I think this is what, like, the antidote of the hatred or whatever it is happening. Like, there's an antidote that is available right now, and all the angels, all the righteous people, and the souls. And when Michael, when you're saying you mean month of Leo, right?
Yes. Thank you. Yeah.
It's just month of Leo for those who may not know it. And the 9th of, do we know which day of the week is it? Is it on
So this year specifically, it's Wednesday night.
Wednesday night?
Thursday night, yeah. Because
So
in Kabbalistically, the calendar starts, the day starts at sunset.
Yeah.
So
by
it doesn't.
lunar calendar.
What?
A lunar calendar, right? We go by the lunar calendar.
Exactly. Yeah.
So
the day begins at sunset and ends on sunset also. So it's not during midday or 12 o'clock, etc., or morning. It's the actual sunset that begins something new. And I also thank you for mentioning the attribute of bravery and courage that they have, right? That this is also available, that not to be scared to go into this area in life that you might consider taboo, or that you put on the side and said, oh, that's just my past. That doesn't control me anymore. Actually, the reason why a lot of things might not be happening in my life is because of the way I look at things of my past. Because we are three-dimensional, we're maybe more, I'm not sure exactly, but we're definitely three-dimensional beings in terms of that we live constantly in the past, present, and future. But really, we're living in the present. And the way you look at your past and at your future is what determines right now. So the more acceptance, love, appreciation, excitement I have about whatever happened to me before, what's happening to me right now, and what's about to happen to me in the future, the better my life experience will be right now. I never want to look at any of those areas with worry, anxiety, fear, resentment, regret, etc. That's the ultimate gravitational pull of spirituality, is feelings of resentment, feelings of regret, feelings of hatred, and also feeling of rejection, like you felt rejected maybe at some point. That's also another negative feeling that you might be harboring that only limits you. It's like an anchor that you really don't need. None of us really need it. And it feels so good when you do release it, when you at least start understanding that, wow, life can be so much better when I stop looking at that event in such a high regard and, like, oh, that was so bad. That was so negative. Look at it from a different perspective. Look at it from a different, higher perspective.
I love that. And that's what we began our conversation today with. It's all about exposing and removing and releasing these limiting beliefs. So it's a really great thing to even journal on it. Yeah. You can sit quietly, like it's really good to do it this week. Just sit quietly somewhere. You can write, or you can just go into meditation and just ask, like today especially, ask the souls that are supporting us, or your angels, or whoever you connect to, ask them to open that information for you. What is it in your life that is blocking you a little bit? What is it that is in your way of becoming or creating that you want to create or become? And amazing things come up. It's all pulling it from subconscious, and that's the work we do all the time, by the way. And these meditations that we do during these sessions are very much about that. We're creating a little bit of an opening to help you to go those places where you can connect to those things that you're ready to let go of. And if you ever need help or more guidance, please reach out, because we do this all the time.
Yeah.
Right, Michael?
Totally.
Yes, please reach out to us, because we have a way of doing it in a very proactive and like beautiful way, empowering, removing things that don't serve us in the most empowering way, and filling the space with things that will help us to move forward. And yes, so the courage, the bravery, fears are not something that are stopping us. Just remember that, and just give yourself a lot of love, compassion, and kindness. It's very important, and then you can extend it to other people as well.
Exactly. I just wanted to add really quick, you reminded me that even though the sign of Leo is so it appears so strong and it loves to be seen as a leader, be on the stage, seeing in this powerful being, but really the ultimate superpower that we have and that we should develop and that will really count for your life is the attribute and the consciousness of unconditional love, compassion, and kindness. So the more you work on that towards other people, towards yourself, towards the environment, towards the universe, towards the animals, the insects, the environment, everything around you, the more you connect and vibrate on that frequency, the more blessings, peace, abundance, and love you can experience in your life. So this month, really, like you mentioned, it's the ultimate tool. It's the ultimate tool of every day I wake up this month, every day I go to sleep this month, I want to remind myself compassion, kindness, love. This is the ultimate answers, nothing else.
I love that. So we can share, we are sharing with you guys 2 combinations for today. If you'd like to use the tools of vibrational tools that you can look at, and a combination of Hebrew letters that equal vibration of energy, we're going to share with you unconditional love. It's the highest vibration of energy. And also removing hatred. So we're going to drop those 2 images in the chat so that you can download it, use it however you please, if you like. And I have on my bracelet, like engraving, big picture.
Yes.
That's my combination, and this month I'm definitely need all of that. So if you need anything else, guys, if you want to know more, reach out and we can share it with you. So Michael, had a good time for
meditation. Yes. Let's do a meditation. Again, very simple. It's a theta guided meditation. We're also going to use ancient text writings and the assistance of the soul of Rabbi Yitzhak Luria. We're all going to use it together. You can use this, like Yulia always says, today, any time of the week, any time of the year, really. It's always relevant. And meditation is super simple. The idea is we're connecting to the source. We're connecting to the light, connecting to the endless. So if you get caught up, not able to follow with all the steps that we're doing, don't worry about it. Practice makes perfect, and the idea is that you're connecting to the light. That's the ultimate goal. It's not about the details. It's not about getting caught up in any stage of the meditation. It's about flowing. So to begin, you want to uncross your arms and legs. You want to take 3 deep breaths with your diaphragm, with your belly, and take long exhales. And then you want to center your consciousness in your heart. And after that, you want to send your consciousness to the middle of the earth. We know Earth is constantly providing us with energy, so we want to pull more of that fresh new energy from the bottom of our feet, through our ankles, knees, thighs, our entire body, hands, neck, and head, filling it up with new fresh energy. We want to open all the energy centers, feel it flowing through all your internal organs. And then you want to see how this energy pops on top of your head and starts to, like a fountain, form a beautiful ball of light. And then pretend you're in this ball of light. And you're able to observe everything around you through this ball of light. And then we want to see how this ball of light starts to float above your body, above the building you're in, above the city you're in, above our planet, above our solar system, and with the ability of flying faster than the speed of light, traveling through the entire universe, all of the constellations of the galaxies, and reaching the end of the universe. And going through the edge of the universe and starting to pass through layers of light, 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 getting brighter and brighter and brighter. And then we end up at a very bright layer of light. We keep going higher, and we end up at a plane that is golden, soothing, relaxing layer of light. This is our soul family. It always feels like home here. We go to the next plane that is liquid-like, jello-like, a little bit thicker. We enter this plane, we start going, elevating higher. Remember, the goal is we're connecting to the endless light. And here we want to see a beautiful shining in the distance. And we want to approach this shining. Visualize as you're touching a pink cloud. This is the angel of the law of compassion that helps us elevate higher. We want to approach this opening, see a rectangular opening with this light, and go through it and enter the plane of the Creator. And we're in the plane of the Creator now. We can communicate, understand ourselves, understand messages, understand the Creator, the universe, others much better from this space. You want to imagine that your ball of light is melting and blending with this energy. It's a beautiful pearl-like energy, sparkling with pink and blue. We keep elevating higher into space also. There's no shapes, there's no bodies. It's just pure, pure energy. This is the source of all the love, all the healing, all the sustenance, all the abundance, all the wisdom in our universe. And here we can do a lot of meditative tricks and meditative connection and meditative conscious downloads and change to our consciousness. And the first thing we want to do is we want to thank the Creator for everything we have. Thank the Creator for this experience. Thank the Creator for everything in your life. Express gratitude and appreciation for everything that we have, everything that has happened to us, everything that will happen to us, everything that is happening to us right now. And what we want to do is we want to awaken this quality, this consciousness of compassion within us, towards other people, towards ourselves, towards the environment, towards the universe. We want to ask the Creator to give us and amplify the quality of compassion 1,000 times through the Creator's light. So if you want to do that, say yes. And you want to imagine and you want to know you want to experience it. What does it mean to be compassionate to myself? What does it mean to be compassionate to every person in my life? Visualize it, see it. How does it feel? How does it feel in your body, in your consciousness, in your mind? How are they reacting? Broadcast this energy of compassion to the entire existence of your life. Every time you see a person in your life, remember compassion. It's never about what the other person says, does. or the way they react. It's about how much we are projecting what we want to project. How much kindness are we projecting? And then look at yourself from a side and see how much compassion do I have towards this person. The relationship between you and yourself is the longest relationship you will know. You know as of now. How much compassion do you have towards yourself? Do you accept yourself fully? Do you appreciate yourself fully? How much compassion do you have to the universe, to the light force? It's another long-term relationship we all have. How open are you to receive all of the unconditional love, support, guidance, wisdom, insight, sustenance, abundance from the universe, from the light force? And if you want to receive all these things directly from the Creator, from the light force, from the Creator of all that is, you can also say yes to receive unconditional love, compassion, support, protection, abundance, wisdom, clairvoyance, directly from the light. Just say yes. And if you're open to understand the true cause of why things happen in your life, to understand the interconnectedness, the big picture, to see the good in every situation that we have, also say yes. Most importantly, this is a beautiful attribute of the righteous soul that's assisting us today, Rabbi Yitzhak Luria, is the attribute of joy, the attribute of lightness, the attribute of happiness. To make sure we're staying in this state all the time, so the Creator can rest on us every single moment of our life. So to receive joy, say yes. And before we come back, we want to also visualize ourselves again in the space that you're in, and kind of broadcast this energy to the entire universe, to every single human being, to every element, every entity, every tree, every animal, every insect, every human will be also washed by this amazing, beautiful light of the Creator. And before you open your eyes, you just want to rinse yourself in the energy, in the light force. Fill yourself up from the bottom of your feet all the way to your head again. And whenever you're ready, open your eyes.
was beautiful.
Yeah.
Wow. What a powerful meditation today.
Yeah. With the assistance of Ari
It was,
and the light force and us together. Very special.
yeah. So you guys take it for the week. Watch it again if you like. Send this video, share this broadcast with anybody who you might think will enjoy it or can use it in their lives. This is real. This is very powerful. We're working on a level of energy. We're working on a level of consciousness. This is how you create changes in your lives. This is how you create, period. Mickey, how are you? I know you've experienced all of this.
Yes, I found myself just so like forward and just kind of like in a bubble, just holding on to every word. Yeah, it's pretty amazing, especially in our week of transition to the next month and our new moon and all of those things. So, you know, I don't want to, I think I would be remiss if I didn't make sure that the group that may be watching this or that we've shared through, make sure they join our Conscious Life Collective community, to be aware of all of the things that we have to offer. You know, we have these beautiful every Sunday offerings with Michael Ocher, but we do have so many other events coming up and fun things scheduled in the daytime and in the evening, weekends, weekdays. And so please make sure you join our community so you can see what else we have to offer.
Wonderful. Let's have a beautiful week. Thank you.
Thank you, Michael.
Thank you. Thank you, guys. Thank you, Mickey. Thank you, Julia.
Thank you.
See you next week.
Next Sunday.
Amazing.
Bye.